Hey, we're Dicey Decisions, a group of friends who really like to crack each other up, and sometimes we even do it while we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is play Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, this is our first stream campaign, Finding Purchase, set in the world of Tal'Dorei Reborn. These crazy characters, and I mean my friends, not just their characters, will be trying to make their way through the heist adventures and the keys from the Golden Vault. Let's meet the cast.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. My name's Justin. I can't do this anymore. I'm Justin. I'm a network engineer, and I'll be playing your cleric. I hope you really enjoy our show and get into all sorts of shenanigans with us.
Hi, everybody. My name's Daniel. My preferred pronouns are he, him. By day, I'm a healthcare data analyst and freelance writer. And I've been playing D&D in some form or another since the classic Red Box days, late 1970s, early 1980s. And when I'm not gaming or working or spending time with my lovely wife Leslie, I'm an actor in the local theater community. I count cooking, animated films, and rooting for South Florida-based sports teams amongst my greatest passions. And I will be playing Garrick Stillbraid in our adventures. And I want to thank you all for coming on this journey with us. I hope you have a great time.
Hey everybody, I'm Scott. Preferred pronouns he, him. I'm a college professor, lighting designer, and production manager. I've been playing RPGs since the early 80s and currently involved in far too many campaigns as both a DM or a player. I'm also an avid board game player. Now, when not nerding out with friends, I love to cook and I also love to go hiking. For this campaign, I'll be your DM, and I'm really looking forward to sharing all our dicey decisions with you.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'll be playing Ashrina this campaign. I've only been playing D&D for a couple of years, but I absolutely love it. I'm super excited for you guys to join us on this, what I'm sure will be a chaotic journey.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm an environmental science teacher on the material plane. I'm so honored to jump into this group with these amazing people, and bringing Sliver to life is going to be a real pleasure and a joy. Thanks for coming with us.
I'm Sean. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Kid the Rogue. I've loved playing games since I was old enough to sneak downstairs to the basement and watch my parents playing Treasures of Tarmon on the television, so pretty much my whole life. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to play games and tell stories with my friends and to share that with all of you.
So there you have it. Now grab a beverage of choice, maybe a snack, and enjoy all the dicey decisions that we make as we roll into tonight's episode of Finding Purchase.
Before I went.
Elephant with giant truck nuts.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what he balances on.
Welcome everybody to Dicey Decisions. We're here talking about Justin's campaign. He's about to start with his children, and Jack chooses to say truck nuts. So anyway, welcome to our campaign of Finding Purchase. This is episode 30.
Big 3-0.
I know, that's kind of crazy. So welcome. If you haven't joined us, you can find
still younger than any of us.
That's right.
No.
Hold on. Let's calm down there. I'll be 30 in August.
It's 2024. It counts. It's this year.
Listen, I still got time.
Don't take that away from her.
That's fair.
But we're glad to be here. We're running through the keys of the Golden Vault, heist adventures, but set in the world of Tal'Dorei from Critical Role. And our players are playing agents of the Clasp. They are currently short distance away from the city of Whitstone, traveling to bring the bodies of their fallen comrade Tarlin and his partner Joe back for interment, where Joe's last wish was that they would be buried in his homeland of Whitestone. However, when they arrived just outside of the city, they were greeted with some strange goings on. It seems like there is something afoot in the
I
city
wanted to
of
see Dan's
Whitestone.
reaction.
Oh, right.
It was
Dan
great.
wasn't with us last week. Something
That
is
looks
going
very
on.
similar to something I've seen before, and I'm worried.
Something ugly is is definitely afoot. The main castle Whitestone is broken apart and swirling slowly into the air. There is a small refugee camp just outside of what would be looks like the city proper. There are makeshift tents. You see some cook fires and whatnot, but there's not a whole lot of people there. A couple of people wearing guard uniforms of some sort, but mostly commoners milling about. This looks like they have been there a few days by the signs of what the camp looks like. So it's not like a long established, they've been here a while kind of camp. And you guys can choose what you do from here.
Well, that looks terrifying.
That kind of snaps Garrick out of his little stupor. Does it look like anything I've seen before? Or anything I've read about?
What makes you like? What are you drawn towards thinking about in that regard?
Well, it looks like a darkened moon.
Uh-huh.
So my first thought was religion, because it could be a ritual, it could be like a prophecy, a curse, something like that.
Give me a religion check.
Okay. That's a big old 8.
So you kind of search your memories of different moon-related incidences, and you can't really come up with any that fit this exact description. What you're also seeing, the swirling clouds actually look more like clouds of ash.
Okay.
Like there's
like a fire tornado?
Almost, but not that there's active fire, but that there's like pieces of the castle, pieces of the land are turning to ash.
Oh.
And Rorik, you said that this is where they mine residuum, right? This is all magic rock that we're standing on, and you said that it could be used to make explosives and other crazy magical shit.
Yes, it can be used as spell. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think this might be residuum related?
I think it's a pretty good. I don't know what else can make a big explosion in the sky. I haven't seen anything like that before, and I haven't seen. Tarling didn't describe this in his, descriptions of Whitestone. So
yeah, I have
the last
a feeling this is
time I was
new.
in Whitestone, I believe Silas was his name. Was in charge, and he wanted to contract some miners. Do you think Silas is still in charge? Lord Briarwood, that's his name.
How long ago was this?
Wasn't too terribly long, maybe a dozen years.
He might be in charge if he's not
dead.
You know.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah. I'm going to do a history check to see if I've heard of this guy too. Because you never know. Oh, I rolled off. 10.
You're not familiar with that name at all.
I mean, as much as it pains me to say this, we're probably going to have to deal with that before we can go home.
I mean,
yeah.
We could just ditch the bodies. They're dead. Who cares? You know, they decided to be dead.
I don't think the class would like that. They're kind of into saving people. That's why I joined up. The class was all about saving people, right?
And if these were, I hate to say it, randos that we didn't know, I might be inclined to maybe agree with you, but this is Tarlin and Joe. I'm not just dumping the bodies.
Randos, I like that word.
Rurik has a point. We have to do something about that.
Yeah, listen to the rando.
When did you grow a conscience?
I can't. I mean, like, come on. Like, that's a bridge too far. Like, even for, like, really?
Okay, I guess.
There's going to be no one left to steal from in Whitstone if we don't do something about this.
This is the first time I've ever been here.
Oh, so all of a sudden, Kid is Star-Lord. You know, he wants to save the galaxy because he's one of the idiots that lives in it.
Not for nothing, but
kind of.
11% of the plan.
If some nefarious force was to get a hold of Whitstone and their rifles, the rifle corps, that could be bad.
Very bad.
I don't know if you've ever been shot by a rifle.
Been shot at. They missed, thankfully. But
their black powder is loud. Really impressive.
That
it's
is
a marvel
fair point.
of geology.
We don't want to leave this kind of power in the hands of somebody who really shouldn't have this kind of power.
Maybe it's a natural phenomenon.
I hope you're right.
I'm just gonna calculate how long have you been alive?
67 years, and I've never seen something like this. Can I make a nature check?
Sure.
Jesus. All of us rolling really high, and then
with a 14, you do not see this as naturally occurring.
You could have rolled a 5, and Scott would be telling you this. Come on.
Now, I believe it was Sliver and I had the heart-to-heart about how I don't like the sky. This is why. You don't see that underground.
Now, point of order.
Exactly.
You don't see that in the sky either. Come on, let's
there.
Be real. Okay, all right. We do
the exception that proves the rule, because that's the first time.
All right, let's go talk to people and see when this started, what happened.
Yeah, agreed.
And then let's go stab whoever is responsible
there. Do you think I could get a rock of the castle?
I think if we manage to stop this, I'll give you whatever rock you want, sir.
You can have anything you want if you just take it.
Also, I mean, she has a great point.
That's not how law works. Pebble, I'm disappointed.
You're not my dad.
We're also in the Thieves Guild.
Oh. Wait, the class was a Thieves Guild?
Do you just sign up for things not knowing anything?
Did you not read the fine print? Are you one of those people?
I don't think he can read.
Tunnel. I can read at least one language.
I have some fantastic bridges to sell you in Amon, then. I have all the paperwork
right
right here.
Hired to maintain tunnels. I've never stolen anything.
Well...
Oh, looks like it's our job to change that. Let's go.
We're real big fans of re-robbing here.
Yeah, we do have to clarify. That's a very good point. We don't
we only steal things from people who have also then gotten their gains in a stolen them. Right, we're stealing back things that people have stolen. We steal from the bad guys and keep it for ourselves.
I wouldn't say only, but yeah, on principle.
There's exceptions. We tend to look the other way. Okay.
There was a bear rug.
Sometimes stuff works away.
It's an owl bear rug.
All right.
And that guy was a dick.
He was a
dick. He absolutely deserved to get stolen from. He didn't deserve a rug that nice. He didn't.
So, if they're a dick, we can take what we want?
Now you're getting it!
Absolutely.
Huh. And is that written somewhere?
You think
in the
Thieves'
Handbook.
Down?
I've
Where can
heard
I get the
it's
Thieves'
like
Handbook?
It's a document. I think it's in Google.
It's in the city of Google.
Yeah, exactly.
In the district of docks.
It's down by the docks in Google.
Yeah, I've heard it's merely a fable. Really, it's a legend, if you will.
I hate you guys so
They're
much.
really hard to find.
All right, let's head towards the refugee camp.
Yeah, I think that's the best place to start. We can find out why they're out here.
As you make your way and you begin to get noticed, you hear a couple of commoners holler out, "Travelers on the road!" And they seem to be like wary immediately and stepping away from you all as a couple of the folks in uniform seem to step down the street in your direction.
I will not draw my weapon. That's the last thing I want to do is give them a reason to hate us.
We're here with our friends in the back. That's all.
Yeah. Yep.
And a couple of the guards come up and they have not drawn weapons either, but they do have their hands on their sword hilts at their belt and say, "What brings you here at this time?"
The cart and the mule.
They are looking over their shoulder.
We are returning the bodies of a son of Whitstone and his husband to their home so they can be laid to rest.
We would have picked a better time.
Yeah, we didn't know, honestly. And I look up at the whatever's going on in the sky.
One of them leans in and whispers to the other one quietly.
Can I try and listen?
hear it?
Sure,
I got big ears.
Connection check.
Gotta put these big ears to work.
Gotta love that. 10.
14.
13.
Sheesh.
So Rurik and Ashrina, you both hear two words broken up between other words you can't understand that says, maybe is one of the words you catch, and then you catch help.
Mm.
And
I gotta start dressing the part more so that they don't think we're automatically capable.
So, what happened?
Says, you probably want to come talk to the captain.
Silas?
He grips his sword hilt a lot tighter. What did you just say?
The last time I was here, a Silas was in charge.
Oh, it was 12 years ago, apparently.
Lord Percival de Rollo is in charge.
Oh, change in leadership. Great.
I've heard of him. I know who that is. I know who that. He was a friend of that bard I was telling you guys about. Cool. Can we meet him? Is he over there? Can we talk to him?
Sadly, no. Come talk to the captain.
And we have his name so we're not at a loss when we meet him?
It's not Silas.
I know that. We've eliminated that one possibility. There's millions more.
They tell you you'll be meeting with Guard Captain Nieves.
Diaz?
Nieves. Naevys.
Okay. For a second there, I thought you were saying snow in Spanish, but
They bring you to one of the larger tents and usher you inside, and they're sitting at a makeshift table made from a couple of crates and a couple of planks of boards. Spread out over is a elven man. Spread out over the table is what looks to be a map of the city that's crudely drawn on some rough parchment.
Yes.
And
My favorite kind of map.
They look up and they say, "Travelers, well met. I am Guard Captain Nieves, and as you can see, my city is in a bit of trouble."
we noticed.
Yes,
What?
well, it deteriorates with every passing second, and my liege is part of it, or rather, part of him is part of it.
Can you know what's causing this?
Somewhat.
Care to explain?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping you all are willing to help.
Well, we got to lay this idiot who got himself killed to rest, so.
Hey, kid.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
No.
Do we have a name?
No.
Can I
We're
name
working
us?
on it. Yeah. We need one.
We're going to let him name us?
Can we talk about this in
Can we
like
workshop
10 minutes?
Oh, yeah, you're busy. I'll think of it while you guys plan.
I will side with Ashrina. This needs to be workshopped. I don't want to like pick a random name and have us introduce ourselves as like the. Never mind.
The butthole surfers?
Right, something like that.
And he says, "I'm sorry for lack of pleasantries. We don't have much in the way of supplies or anything. I don't even have seats to offer you. I apologize."
Teats? Did you say teats?
I said
Okay.
seats.
Oh, sorry.
God,
Get
get,
your
your,
mind-
get your mind out of the gutter.
Typical teenage boy.
That's what I heard. I was,
With
yeah.
sex on the mind all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
He says,
okay.
You have one good performance, and all of a sudden, all you can think about is boobs. I'm real disappointed in you, Sliver.
That's a man who knows what he wants.
I mean, everybody wants teats.
The guard captain says, "Right now, I just want my city to stop becoming ash."
That's fair,
Yeah,
too.
that's fair. That's city and then teats.
Says, "Our people are dying if they're not already dead, and they can't escape. Those of us that have gotten out with the last refugee arrived over a day ago."
Wait, so this is all of Whitstone?
Yes. All of it.
You son of a bitch, you killed Tarlin's parents.
Damn. Imagine.
They got box texted into death. That text.
Wow. That's tough, man.
That's rough, buddy.
Guess who's got living parents now?
You're not here to complain.
Garrick leans back and gets one of the boards or poles holding up the tent and is like, "Why is it whenever we travel to a city, we find it in ruin? Are we the baddies? Are we the curse?"
So how did this start?
At first, I thought it was the work of Jalnavir Nathin, a visiting drow diplomat here from Jorhas. I suspected that this individual was a Myriad spy. However, that has proved not to be the case. Several of our wizards have been able to ascertain certain facts about what is going on, and it seems that this diplomat from Jorhas is actually somewhat of a prisoner, I believe. When contacted, all they talk about is fire and ash and that they can't see or hear. I believe they are trapped somewhere in the city, which made us curious. It seems that only citizens of Whitstone have been attacked by whatever is going on. And
What? Have you heard anything from Lord Percival the Rollo?
Lord Percival, we believe,
Percival
is part of this, for lack of a better term, curse.
Hey, we're not from Whitestone. We could go in.
That's what I was thinking, yes.
Yeah, but it was my idea. I said it first.
I'll let you take the credit.
Great. Rurik's Roughnecks. We got it.
No.
I apologize if this is a sensitive point, but I have to ask. When we approached your guards, our dwarven friend here mentioned a leader that used to be in charge, and they got very tense and militant and grabbed for their wet blades. What happened to Silas?
You don't know the history.
Apparently not, because I didn't know anything had happened.
Try as I might, I just don't know.
I rolled, but I failed, so no.
It is likely,
Spoilers.
it is likely that the Briarwoods are part of this. Lord Percival and his friends, you may have heard of the group Vox Machina. And he stops for a moment to see if that rings a bell with anyone.
Yeah.
I guess that would be, I was gonna say, I guess that would be a good one for me to roll on. I don't know if I would actually know that. Oh, yep. 17.
Yep. Ashrina, Rorik, you've heard of it for sure.
17.
Garrick, you've heard of them. Yep.
I will roll, I guess.
Sliver's too busy thinking about teats. It's fine.
I
know a
also
couple of their names.
I've never heard of them.
Right. They were members of a band of adventurers that saved Taldori in many ways, including ridding the lands of the entire Chroma Conclave.
The whole...
They did?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Why would you think they were involved?
No. Other way around.
They got rid of Silas?
They got rid of Silas.
Oh.
Correct. The Briarwoods were... And he looks up at the sky. Tainted. And
been there.
I believe they are currently possibly responsible for this, even though it was our belief that they had been dealt with.
It's not always the way.
This ritual that has attacked Whitestone seems only possible as a personal vendetta of theirs.
Okay.
Lady and Lord Briarwood were manipulative individuals. They gained a following of sycophants, and he says that with as much hatred as he can muster. He's been very calm and cool to this point, but at that phrase, you see emotion run over his elven face in a way that you don't see over most full-bred elves.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, one of our Lord's advisors recently has proven to be a acolyte of the Briarwoods, and I believe it is her that has caused all of this.
You said acolyte. Is this a religious vendetta?
The Briarwoods, think of it more like a cult following.
I'm going to do a religion check with my remnants bonus, I think. To see what I know about...
Vox Machina 2.
Damn it. 12.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
That's only a 12, Scott.
Nothing is ringing a bell specifically to any like Pantheon issue or anything specific that would drag you to that. However, this feels more cult-like, maybe possibly pact-like in nature.
Not necessarily one of the evil gods, but
Have you noticed any symbology, runes that have been popping up over and over again that you don't know the meaning of? Out of nowhere, suddenly started showing up.
This came on incredibly quickly. There has not been much.
Okay.
Those that have survived were either outside of the city when it began or near enough to its borders. I happened to be patrolling the wall and luckily stepped to the proper side of the wall and have decided to stay out here because any citizen of Whitestone that goes in there eventually turns to ash. And the transformation is not pretty. There is a period of time where their body is still functioning, however, their form is taken an elemental nature of sorts as they slowly deteriorate. And our wizards have come to the conclusion that this is all centered around our Lord Percival.
Can I ask why they came to that conclusion?
Well, their divinations have allowed them certain things. The curse upon the land has had multiple effects on our people, and it seems to only be targeting denizens of Whitestone. But we are not able to send for help. We cannot contact anyone.
Well,
And we are being manipulated by this curse even beyond the city walls in that regard. However, some divinations have allowed us to see inside the city. And that is how we know that Lord Percival's advisor, Charmaine Daymore, is the one behind all this. She giddily sits on Lord Percival's throne.
Sliver,
Who?
you had a question?
Yes. Sliver's been very patient. He's had his hand up. You can put your hand down now, Sliver. That's probably very, very tiring. But ask your question.
Well, I feel like if there's a ritual or a cult something going on, there's got to be like every ritual I've ever heard of. There's multiple people. It's not just one. So does this Charmaine?
I don't think she's as soft as Sherman.
Right. What? Okay. Charmaine Morday. Date. What is it? Charmaine. Anyway, is she working alone? Do you know anything about it? It seems like you're only saying one person.
Well, she has taken control of the city by controlling our guard, who is turning into these ashen creatures. So she has protections around her, I believe, that happen to be our elite guard.
Can we call Vox Machina?
We cannot. Do you know
I don't know. We don't know where they are.
I don't know their number, but
one of them's in there, right?
Maybe. Yeah, one of them is, but the rest of them probably aren't, or maybe they are.
Our diviners have noticed that Charmaine is clutching a heart in her hand. And it seems to be emanating fire and smoke as part of this.
Okay. That's a religion check.
Can I help you do that?
You can definitely consult upon it if you want to give advantage.
Yeah. I'll put my head together and yep.
Here you go. 23.
So,
Thank you, Sliver.
you know many rituals that control, that use the heart of a creature of any kind, per se, to control an environment. And it makes a lot of sense as you hear this that the heart of a leader of a place like this would hold massive power over the place.
Knowing that, I asked the captain, when Silas was made leader, was there some kind of ceremony that was done to do that? Or was he just named the leader?
Silas and Lady Briarwood took this place by force.
Force?
Silas was a vampire.
I look at Rurik. Did you know that? Okay, just checking. Just checking.
Are you a vampire?
This is going to be very, very, how do I put this, cliche for somebody like me as I point to my armor. But where is he? Where is this? This cannot be allowed to stand. We need to end this right now.
It is believed that Lord Gerolo and his compatriots of Vox Machina dispatched Silas a long time ago.
But if he's a vampire...
However, it isn't Silas you have to worry about. It's Lady Briarwood.
Right.
Hey there, Delilah.
Rutabaga!
If it wouldn't mess up the video, I would have kicked you.
She made pacts with many a powerful creature, and many creatures, I believe, have started making pacts to her. It is likely that due to the fact that Lord Derolo took her husband from her, that she is exacting revenge.
She is still alive?
Hurt, well, I don't know.
Maybe she's inside this Charmaine Daymore lady. Maybe she's got her.
But we do know that you don't have to be living to have influence over the living.
Oh, that's accurate.
I have an idea. I have a plan.
Is it 11?
All right.
I hope it involves you going in there and figuring this out, because we can't.
Right.
Yes. So it only affects people from Whitstone, right?
That's what we believe.
What if we were to find her birth certificate and change it so that she's a citizen of Whitestone?
I don't.
You
think
ordain me to say that she's a citizen?
I don't think bureaucracy is counts.
We'll go in. I need a favor though.
If that would be the case, your initial suggestion, young bard, of trying to contact Vox Machina wouldn't help, because they have all been granted citizenship of Whitestone.
I recommend, I agree with Ashrina, we go in, but I also recommend we leave the bodies of Tarlin and Joe here.
Are they?
Because yes, they are.
Then you should definitely leave their bodies here.
I don't know what's going to happen when you bring dead bodies of citizens in there, but I am not willing to find out.
I have a
You said
question.
I just need to circle back to, you said that we believe that the curse only affects people from Whitestone. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how certain is we believe?
He looks up. He looks up at the sky and says, "As certain as I could be of anything these days, which isn't
fair." Yeah, that's true too.
However, what does it look like when someone starts to turn? I just want to know, like, when I need to turn around and leave, right? Like, if you're wrong about that.
Is it instantaneous? Is it gradual?
It is a quick onset, but it is not in the snap of a finger, although I don't know if that. I don't know enough about this. I'm a captain of a guard, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know. We're just trying to get information.
And he says, but I do know what I watched, and what I watched was members of my guard turn into these ashen versions of themselves, mindless, until they were commanded by others, meaning others who were in control of themselves, like Charmaine.
Here's what I
don't know
propose.
How long each one takes to transition versus the other. I don't know if it has to do with how Whitestonian you are versus how many generations you've been from Whitestone. I have no idea. That science is not born any. I hope to not find that out. Let's put it that way.
I'm 1/18th Whitestone on my mother's side.
Right.
You mentioned you were patrolling the wall. Have you noticed a perimeter of, like, if you were inside this perimeter, it affects you. If you were outside this perimeter, it did not.
It seems
because
like
that's important.
It seems like it is within the city wall itself. What can be classified truly as Whitestone?
Okay. We should go.
We hold reign over all the, like he points behind you all.
Sure.
Over these lands as well. However, Whitestone proper is within those walls.
My recommendation is that we approach the walls and we cross the threshold one at a time. That way, if any one of us starts experiencing issues, we can either knock them out or push them out so that they will not be affected by this. But we have to do it one at a time, because if we all go in and we're all affected, then we're done. So
it's gonna be a fun day.
I'll go
Do
first.
you know if it extends underground?
That's what I was thinking. Why not go under?
I mean, that's interesting.
It is unknown. However,
I immediately wild shape into a giant badger. Hold up one claw like this. And burrow.
1 second.
As he burrows down, he says, the underground regions of Whitestone have been pervaded by the Briarwood's influence.
You'll find that out
And
before he comes back.
Might not want to dig too deep.
Little nose comes up. I hit a rock. he's back to himself. I hit rocks.
Okay.
Huh.
Is there a specific locale, building we should be focusing on that is the locus of this power?
I imagine she is in the castle.
Okay.
Where was the drow?
He was a guest of Lord Percival, so he was also in the castle.
All right.
Okay. Just making sure that we don't need to
He
make a
says,
detour to see if he's still
he
alive.
looks up at the castle and he says, now, obviously it's not in the same shape it was, but I can draw you the individual ground plans of what the castle was.
If you could, please, that would be fantastic. And if you could sign it, I keep a collection of all the maps. The sandcastle is particularly difficult to preserve, but
so he produces the map that was on his table.
Where's the "you are here" arrow?
No, this is just the castle, I think.
Oh.
Now, there are 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor. I would assume that's where our drow friend was lodging himself, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where he still is. Hey, she's back.
You said that she was sitting on your lord's throne.
Yeah.
Is that also the hall? Is it the second floor?
Hold on. That's a good question that I should know the answer to. Give me 1 second.
Are we about to rob Vox Machina?
Yes. Re-rob.
No. There's adventuring mementos.
Not for long, Jack.
I mean, it's their fault for leaving it behind, honestly.
Look, right now, those adventuring mementos are owned by an evil warlock. So, as far as I am concerned, I am robbing an evil warlock.
That's fair assessment.
Right? I mean, that's an unimpeachable logic there. I'm taking stuff from an evil warlock. Who owned it before that? Who can say?
Yeah, we don't have a lineup. We don't have like a succession or
right. I mean, there's no chain of custody here. It's just
right. That is exactly the term I was searching for in my brain and couldn't get to. So thank you, Sean. Chain of custody. Thank you.
This is scary, guys.
Oh yeah.
Said the Lord had his chair up in the heart of Jaros.
Of course. Yeah, this is probably the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, want to know what the worst one is?
Oh. No, probably not.
If you would like some hope, my wizards believe that this can be reversed and that anyone who has been damaged by this will be able to be returned if the ritual can be stopped.
Okay, that's fair. But that also means because it's a ritual, there's probably a time frame in which we have to stop it. Which means we probably need to go sooner than later.
That would be our request.
We have to go save Tarwin's parents from this shit. That's horrible. Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, we have to save them and then tell them that their son passed away.
Yeah, just so we can be the bearers of terrible. Hi, yes, we brought you back from worse than death to let you know, actually, that this is also probably the worst day of your life. Hi.
What can I say? I'm a dick.
Well, we knew that.
You are what you eat.
Man, this is
gobble gobble.
This is going to be a good day. What a great day to be heroes. I just love this for us.
Are we heroes?
No time like the present.
Sometimes.
I mean, this will be like 3 for 3. Yes. I mean, we stopped that thing from eating a bunch of Amon. We stopped the thing from killing all of Amon, and now we're going to save Whitstone. That's like 3 for 4 if you count the Lava Town. We're like 4 times heroes. We have statues.
We do have statues.
So I'm entitled to the goodie.
Heroes
That's
get
how that
goodies.
works. Yeah.
Pebble, you just gave me a great idea.
Who is Pebble?
That's
Her.
me.
Why are you calling her Pebble? She has a name.
It's her nickname that I gave her when she was born. She loves it.
I don't.
She's just saying that. But anyway,
I don't rubs his side. I don't recommend calling her Pebble.
That was by accident.
I forgot what you. Oh, right, the name.
No.
Let's worry about that later.
Entitled to that.
It's getting there.
We're getting warmer. It's a great introduction. Hello, we're entitled to that.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink Incorporated.
We're here for your stuff. Well, to the
We
front
honestly
gate,
haven't
I
taken
guess.
that much stuff. We do more stabbing than we do robbing, to be fair.
Can you watch the bodies and the mule and the cart?
Of course.
If the
Well,
bodies
mules
move, make sure they don't, and if the mule doesn't move, make sure it does.
Right.
Hmm.
He thinks about that for a second to make sure he understands.
Frying
Actually,
pan to the head. Just
really gets to the heart of it, actually.
He steps
boils
close.
it down to its
He steps close and he says, I don't know what you're going to find in there. I do know that if you can bring back that heart, we do believe that we can undo this damage. However,
oh, you think that's...
if you can't,
Oh, you think that's
then you
Percival's
must
heart.
destroy it. At least it will end the suffering.
Wait, let me make sure I understand this. If we bring you back the heart, you can do something to reverse what's going on. But if we're unable to do that and we just kill it, it'll just stop and nobody else. So it's different. Like if we destroy the heart, people will not come back, but the ritual will stop. But if we bring the heart back to you, you can actually reverse what happened.
I think he's saying that that's
Correct.
Lord Percival's heart.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to try to bring it back if possible. That all possible.
Lord Percival is a very, very stoic man. However, his heart belongs.
He's not heartless.
Belongs to Whitstone.
Yeah,
And
technically.
It is powering this ritual.
Okay.
If you were able to bring it back, we believe we can undo it. However, if that is not possible, I know that Lord Percival would not want to see any of the rest of us forego this fate or allow the Briarwoods to gain any more power.
Okay.
So we're going to have to go steal Lord Percival's heart.
Sounds
I
like
am charming.
Pain.
Should we go?
Yeah.
I guess we should.
That's a great name. I guess we should.
No.
This is not the day that I expected to have when I woke
You know,
up.
if we are going to use Rurik's name as part of our team name, I think Rurik's Re-Robbers has a better ring to it.
But why would we do that, though?
Because it's alliteration.
Because I'm the leader.
No.
I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm the
Rurik,
leader.
I tried to do this a long time ago, and Tarlin told me we don't need a name. But I'm with you.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Exactly. I've always thought we needed a name, and I came up with a bunch, and he shot them all down. I can't remember what they were.
Carla did not believe
maybe
in using our skills for fame, which is probably why he thought we didn't need a name. But for notoriety and striking fear into those who will do Iman and the world wrong, it may not be a bad idea.
I liked it
The
better
fear
when nobody knew
mongers.
who we were.
Oh yes, let's go.
The unknowns.
The no name defense.
Not for long. If we keep doing shit like this, let's go.
Oh, I guarantee you our names are probably known by quite a few people we don't want to be known by.
Thunderfuck Maestros.
Wow.
All right then.
That doesn't look good embroidered. It's just an opinion.
We could get polo shirts.
Their names on it.
Little names.
Thanks. Hello, my name is Carrick.
And just
on
on the
should
back
be
like a big
something-
motorcycle club.
Correct. It's like Grease with the pink ladies and the T-birds. You got the logo on the back of the jackets.
I don't want to know what the Thunderfuck Maestro logo looks like. I just don't.
Counterpoint, I absolutely want to know what the logo looks like.
I got it already.
Oh, no.
Jack's gonna start sketching.
I think it needs to go like this.
Oh.
Bump, bada, bump. Doesn't that sound good? Bump, bada, bump. That's what our name needs to sound like.
Let's
when
go
we say
save
it.
Whitestone and
Yeah, let's do
we'll
this.
talk
We'll
about
talk
it as
about
we're
this later.
walking.
Yes. Let's go.
Bump, bada, bump.
Bump, ba-da-dum. Traveling music. Nice. Let's go.
All right, so you make your way to the city wall.
Mhm.
It's the gates are open. No one's
Mhm.
going in or out. There's no issue. There's no security, as it were. There's no obstacle barring you from entry, but you definitely do see inside the gate, through the gate, you do see that the city itself looks to be desolate, and the buildings themselves are starting to slowly give off wisps of ash,
Okay.
as if the whole place is being consumed.
Is the
I
ash
hope-
like being sucked into that giant
The
vortex
circle-
ball?
Yep, the circle up above.
Are there
so
any-
we don't know
Really
what that is?
slow, like it's not like fast.
Are there any pieces of a building outside of the wall on this side of the gate?
No.
Okay.
I hold up a hand when we get to the gate. I say, with both hands, I'm not going to draw a weapon. I'm going to step through. If you see me react in any way averse, just grab me and pull me back.
I've got a harpoon.
If that's what it takes. If that's what it takes.
I've got a jar of dirt.
I got a rock.
And I will do the whole, make a large step across the threshold of the city gates and enter the city proper.
Make me a wisdom save.
So you enter in, and you are immediately, as soon as you get inside, you are assaulted by the smell of old fire.
Okay.
It's not feeling you're not feeling any heat. You're not feeling any presence of active fire, but it definitely smells like you just walked into a room full of soot, a room full of ash.
Would this be similar to the descriptions that Garrick has heard from his father and other people about what the abyss or Nine Hells feels like?
There are definite similarities to stories that you have from your past in that regard.
Okay. Garrick turns and looks at everyone and says, I believe that Whitestone is under the thrall of a nether plane, based on what I've been told in the past, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me directly, so I think maybe the theory that it only affects citizens might be true.
Oh, good. I'm finally doing what they've told me to do all these years. Let's go to hell. And I will step across the threshold.
As we file in one by one, Rurik goes last, and he's stepping slowly, going, I'm not from Whitestone. I'm not from Whitestone. I'm not from Whitestone.
Make a deception check. I'm just kidding. All right.
I was born in Craghammer. I was born in Craghammer. I'm not from Whitestone. And he just winces as he steps across the threshold.
And outside of that assault of that smell and what you're seeing around you, you feel fine.
Okay.
You do not feel any ill effects on your persons at all.
Is the weather, is it wind whipping or anything like that? Is there a storm raging?
No,
or is
like this ash that seems to be slowly peeling off, like even just like the corners and rooftops of buildings, you just start to see slowly deteriorating. and floating up like ash wood from a fireplace or a campfire. Nothing's moving fast at all, and it doesn't feel violent at all. It feels oppressive and constant, but not violent.
All right. Let's get through this weird city as quickly as we can before the guards find us.
Yeah, we don't have a map to get to the castle, but it's a pretty big building, so we should be able to find our way to it.
I'm going to aim for the gigantic glowing orb in the sky.
Yeah, you are able to pass through town pretty quickly. There's nothing of note happening in the town. There's nothing happening. There's nobody. So there is no sign of people at all.
Still have my sword and my shield drawn because they talked about elemental minions and stuff, and I don't want to get jumped.
Yeah, I am sneaking.
I'll try to sneak. I don't know if I'll do any good, but
I am moving as quietly and purposefully and carefully as I can through this terrible place.
Same. Let me see.
23.
18.
Nat 1. That's a 9.
Clang, clang, clang with the paladin.
Except I'm wearing studded leather, so I don't know what sound that makes.
It's still happening. You don't know why.
It's the shield somehow.
You're right. It's the shield. That's correct.
13.
Yeah, I'll say 9 on a Nat 1 ain't bad.
All right, so your average as a party stealth is pretty good. You're making your way quietly through the city, trying to make sure that you are not drawing any specific attention to yourself, but it does not appear to you that there's any attention to be drawn as you make your way to the ruined castle.
Yeah, I think we would beeline for the castle.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
While we are moving, I would like to make an active perception check to see if I hear randomly anybody calling out for help or anything like that, because there might be non-citizens hiding out in here.
Sure. Go for it.
That would be a 20. Dirty 20.
So as you're moving through the city, you don't see any signs of life at all. You don't hear any cries for help or what have you. You do see a couple of interesting sights, though. One is there is a sign that breaks apart off of a business and slowly begins to turn to ash and float up. And it looks like almost as if that was almost being targeted. It's deteriorating more so than the others.
Can I, before the sign goes away, can I read it?
Sure.
What's it say?
It says Slayer's Cake Bakery.
I don't
That's
imagine
funny.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Clever.
I like that.
Does that have any significance?
Yeah, it's a
But
play
Sliver
off of the
doesn't.
Slayer's take.
Which is a mercenary group.
It's actually a
There's-
bakery
yeah.
that they opened, that members of Vox Machina opened. Oh no, members of the Mighty Nine actually opened in Whitestone.
Huh.
Um,
Interesting.
I understood that reference.
And then the other thing to notice also is Whitestone is known for a very famous religious location known as the Sun Tree. In the central city of Whitestone, there is a tree that is meant to, or believed to be, a tree that has divine providence attached to the Dawn Father.
We should probably check that out to see if it's been
As
affected.
you are traveling through, you see that tree is normally, you've heard just depictions of this tree like giving off a glowing radiance. It is completely dark and ashen, but it has not deteriorated yet. but it is obviously undergoing a transformation and very diminished from what you would recall from your knowledge of it.
That spooks Garrick a bit. The fact that it can do that to a tree that apparently has ties to a god worries the hell out of me. We need to double time it.
Gives me hope for our quest. If this can affect it, we have a chance. We have gods to kill. Like
And
3 of them.
those of you that knew Tarlin, you would have heard Tarlin wax prophetic about this tree. Whenever he would get in his cups and talk about the Dawn Father, this is what he would talk about.
Oh, so this is basically just pisses Garrick off. Got it.
I reach into my pouch and pull out an old tarnished gold coin and I show it to Kid. Hold it really tight. Kid, he's still on our side. We're not alone, right? Remember the first time we talked to her? She gave us this coin. Let's go. Let's save some people.
Yeah, let's do that.
So what would you like to do?
Save some people.
Go up to the castle.
I don't think I don't think we should waste any time. I think we should continue going toward the castle. As far as we know, everybody was in the city is out. Anybody who was left is probably gone by now. So the best course of action is just go directly to where we need to go.
Yeah, there's not really the only thing that tarrying in the city gains us is the chance for the evil witch to notice us and send monkeys after us.
All right. So where do you head when you reach the castle?
Well, the back door.
So the heart of Jaros is the throne room. Assuming it's only her, honestly, the easiest way in is probably either the front door, the windows, in the dining room.
Do we see any of these ashen guards around?
You have not.
We kind of slide up, sneak over to the windows and kind of take a peek into the dining hall and just kind of see what we see inside.
Sure. So you make your way over to the windows and take a look in. Windows are shut and closed. As you look in, you see 14 plush chairs surrounded by a dark walnut table. There are 3 seats at the head of the table, face ornate plate settings, fine goblets, plates, silverware, and a half-empty bottle of wine.
Oh, so this happened real fast.
Miss Ashrina,
fast.
can you just crawl up the wall into the heart of Jaros and stab the fuck out of her and kill her?
Probably not by myself. While I'm really good at stabbing, I have a feeling, just, a fucking suspicion that she might fucking kill me.
Only a little.
What are the walls made out of?
Whitestone.
Stone. Do you guys want to go in?
I think we should.
I'll put my hand on the wall and cast stone shape and make a doorway.
Right there in the dining room?
Right where we're standing.
All right.
Guess that's one way.
That is one way. In you go.
Anybody want to be a T-Rex or very, very invisible.
I would love to
I
be
look
very,
over to
very
Shrino when he says
invisible.
that. Just look
How
over to
long does
Shrino.
very, very invisible last, though?
Well, it lasts a minute.
Oh. I
And
would
have
say...
to really be concentrating hard on that one.
I would say you
Oh,
might
that's the wrong
want to
spell.
wait, and like if we have to fight, when we have to fight, maybe then you be really, really invisible. Because a minute's
Okay.
very fast. I'm not going to be able to do anything in a minute. Just
Okay.
hanging.
So, what it looks like is he wipes some clay across the wall and then begins molding it with the clay and just opens the wall up and forms a door frame.
All right. And you have
build a
made your
house
way
that way?
inside of the Castle Whitestone in its dining room.
Oh gosh, this is cool.
Okay.
Sorry, Scott.
No, that's perfectly fine. There was a lovely window there that I could just click open on the map,
Right.
and that's now your doorway.
I just figured, how often do you get the chance to actually use Stone Shape?
Yeah, no,
Because
it's
they
lovely.
limited it so much in 5th edition.
I think it's fantastic.
5 feet at a time.
So I'm gonna
No, only
now that-
5 feet total.
Well, that's what I mean. You can build a house that way, 5 feet at a time.
Yeah, every time it's a 4th level spell.
Now that we're in the house or the castle, I'm going to repeat that perception check just to listen. Because I want to hear what I hear. Now I'm listening specifically for that poor drow who's apparently stuck in here probably somewhere.
I suppose
Rurik, do
Divine
you need
Sense
to
would
take a
be
long
kind of
rest?
silly.
Yeah, I think it would be a waste of time. That's an 18.
You do not hear the sounds of anything, but you do notice that as you're in the house, the things in the house are slowly also starting to give off some of that ash, and things that are like super lightweight are starting to show a little bit of almost buoyancy. So, like a fork that would be resting on a table is slowly
kinda
starting
lifting.
to deteriorate, but it's also like lifting a little bit.
It's like it's being slowly eaten, like a fire consumes everything except what's left that it can't. Things are losing their
When he says
existence.
fire, I'm going to walk up to that fork and touch it.
It is warm to the touch.
You're right. It's burning.
Gee, what kind of fire is hot enough to melt everything? That hellfire, maybe?
Is this one of those terrible riddles? What's hot enough to burn everything, but cool enough to walk around in? Like what am I?
Guys, do you think Lord Dorolo's going to be mad I put a door in his wall?
I don't think he's going to care.
Yeah, he can't care right now. I think whatever we have to do to make this work, we can't destroy that heart. We have to save it. That guy's in Vox Machina.
And we're in Vox Machina too.
I mean,
No, we aren't.
Not also 2, the number. We're the sequel.
We still are. Who's we, white man?
all right. So there's only one door in here that we see, right?
Correct.
All right.
Oh, let's open it.
Yep.
I have a really good track record of opening doors, so I'll let Garrett go first.
I will search it for traps.
The druid is not going to open doors.
That is a 22 investigation check to look for the traps on that door.
You do not see any traps on the door. You do see that the doorknob is starting to give up. Like every little bit of this place is starting to
Sure.
Just slowly smoldering away.
Is it locked?
You try the handle. It is not locked.
Okay. I will open it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Oops, that's the wrong thing. So, as you approach as you creak open the door, this is definitely opening into some sort of grand hallway that goes slightly to your east, but also straight north of you. And standing in this hallway, there are 3 creatures that look like this.
Wasn't.
Rutabaga. Rutabaga.
And as you open that door, let's roll some initiative.
Parlay?
I think heat metal might not work on them.
Holy crap.
10.
32.
9.
Oh! 23.
Wow. I had a 27. I thought I locked in, man, but that's fine.
Oh, wait, should I have the aura too?
Oh, you should. Hold on.
Then I also have a 27.
Oh, it's only +3. Oh, you know it's +4.
26.
No, it's wait, hold on. Yeah, 26. Let me add it to you. Hold on.
I just upped you. All right, so at the top of the round, obviously, it is Kid.
With his
This is why I'm
32.
slightly resistant to your ideas.
Uh-huh.
I worked real hard on that. Oh, God. Okay, this is the closest one I can see. That is great. Let's go slide past Garrick. Slide in here. Oh, there are 2 of them. Never mind. I didn't see that one down at the end of the hall. That's horrible. I don't want to go there. I just want to give Garrick enough room to save me.
Nice.
And I'm going to take a mighty stab. There doesn't look to be any weak points on this weird thing, so I'm just going to stab. I'm just going to hope for the best and aim for right in a joint in the armor. That is a 23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Super. Please roll damage. Thank you. That would be 28 points of damage.
Yeah, definitely. You feel it kind of gorge into this creature, who recoils in some visage of pain. However, they are almost unfeeling and unresponsive emotionally. So it's not an emotional filled, "Ow, you hurt me," but
Sure.
it is definitely a physical reaction to pain. So you know that you hurt them.
Understood.
But there's no like person there.
I am going to disengage as my bonus action, and I'm going to use the last 5 feet of my movement to just kind of slide back out of the way a little bit.
All right. That brings us to Garrett.
Help!
Okay. Well, I saw the one he went for, so I will do the same thing. $22
Will definitely hit.
for 6.
Again,
Second
the
is-
rapier does hit.
Second attack. That's another nat 1!
Woof.
So you swing and miss as the creature ducks out of the way.
Yep.
I think you owe me 20 push-ups by now.
Rurik.
So Rurik kind of looks around, brushes some dirt off of his shoulder, and
Go on and brush your shoulders off, Rick.
I think I'm close enough. Yep. So he makes a swirl with his hands and tries to frostbite Ashengard 15. Con save.
He rolled an 11.
That will fail. 2d6 cold damage.
So the frost kind of collects around him, and you do see he kind of, if he had muscles left or joints or whatever, it definitely affects him, but no more or less than you would expect.
That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
Yep.
And then move to right there in the doorway, and I'll be done.
All right. So coming from the north hallway, Kid, you are the closest to it.
I'd prefer not to be, but there we go.
This creature comes with a long sword in one hand and a short sword in the other.
Very rude.
Very rude.
And swings the long sword at you, horribly, missing you with a natural 1.
I swear, I don't know whether I'm playing a fighter or a rogue. I feel like I'm tanking at every combat.
Following up with a 17 with a short sword.
That will certainly find purchase.
Excellent.
Ah,
6 points of slashing damage from this creature. And although it looks like this creature's blade is on fire, there is no physical heat that hurts you as it slices you.
That is good information. Thank you. And you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and half that because I can't. No, yes, I can.
Use your reaction. Yeah. Perfectly fine. The guard in front of you, Derek, is going to have his weapons drawn and do the same, attacking you with a long sword with a 21.
oh yeah, I don't totally hit.
So once again, you also feel the same thing. 4 points of slashing damage from the long sword. It looks like it should burn, and it doesn't.
Interesting.
And he swings with the offhand weapon with the short sword with a 10.
That'll miss.
Which will miss you completely. Ashrina, your turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. Combat tracker open. Okay. I will draw my rapier and just try and, stab him through one of his little joints in his plate. For a natural 20 for 27.
That definitely hits.
I will be taking sneak attack.
This is gonna be ugly.
So many. For 38 points of damage.
Oh man. So the rapier just like pierces straight in and rips straight out of this creature. And as it does, you see like bits of it are coming back off of your blade, but also starting to float up slightly off of your blade.
Is it like viscera or is it more like just ash?
It feels like it's mostly ash, like you have pierced into a dense pile of ash that might be there like for a long period of time of something.
So it's like stabbing a flour bag?
It feels very much like that, except the
Right.
flour normally drops, and this
You've
ash
been
starts
training
to
your
float.
whole life for this moment.
Cool. I know how Kid feels about me leaving him. So I'm just gonna offhand him. I don't have a whole lot of movement anyways. I'm just gonna offhand him with my dagger.
Please stay.
14.
That will miss.
Okay.
All right. Sliver.
I'm here for you, buddy.
I'll
gonna
even stop
point
targeting the
at-
other Ashen Guard. Let's turn around now. Focus fire.
Okay, I'm gonna point at Ashen Guard 15.
Uh-huh.
Cross my fingers on my left hand behind my back and try to dispel magic on it.
Oh, that's fun.
Interesting.
Wait 1 minute while I look up something.
But what?
We could use
What
a
could you
real guard on
possibly
that
be
side.
looking up?
But would that kill them when we restored them? I have to look into the ethics of this.
Well, as long as it's just a guard, maybe they'll be a normal guard if I dispel this curse.
Quote the movie Hot
If
Fuzz,
it's cursed, it may not work.
the greater good.
Ooh, make me an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Whoa.
Okay. That would be charisma.
And you get
That's a
half your
+7.
proficiency.
You do.
Because you are a bard.
So right now it says +7 on my oh wait, hold on.
That's your save. We're
So-
looking at ability check.
Okay, so it says +4.
But you,
So
what's
how
your
do I
proficiency
change-
bonus?
Right now I think it's 3.
3, right? So you'd add 1.
Okay, so it'd be +5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Now, this is an ability. I can't do anything to make him fail it, so I can't use my unsettling words. All right, here we go.
Correct.
Hey.
That's a 23.
Apparently it was
So-
a 14th level spell, sorry.
So, right. The DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So
Yeah.
you would have dispelled a 12th level spell, which doesn't exist. So immediately,
good.
immediately when this happens, this guard reverts back to his human form, and he's looking at you all with extreme confusion, and he begins transforming again right in front of you.
Wow.
Because he's from Whitestone and it's an immediate onset. Oh, that was brilliant, Jack.
Mm.
It was a
I
very good.
I know that sounded sarcastic. I meant that Dispel Magic was brilliant.
It really
Well,
was.
thank
It
you.
was inspired. That was very, very inspiring.
And so
Sadly, though, it's an ongoing effect, and he's within the range of the effect.
Mm.
So is how immediate is immediate? Like, is he still like half a person on our turn, like on the next turn of combat? Does that make, like, am I stabbing like a half person, half, like, what am I looking at right now?
So for the visual for you, you saw this guy instantly when the spell got dispelled. He instantly reverted back to a human guard, looking normal, holding the weapons he was holding, still in the
Jeff
same
Guardbloom.
armor and right, excellent, excellent. Looked normal, but then immediately began to transform back into what he was. So it's like a flash of a moment of normalcy, and then immediate like transformation. So how you
Okay,
choose to
so-
feel about what
I just want to make sure that I'm not like stabbing Jeff. I'm which is fine. I just didn't come here to stab Jeff.
I understand. All right, guard in the corner. Gonna come up on Garrick
Sorry, Jeff.
with the long sword. And with an 8, he's going to swing over your head, but the short sword's coming in for a stab at a 12 and clangs off of your shield.
Block. Yep. Duck. Block. Yep.
Parry, block, thrust.
Aha!
Top of round 2, kid, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna kind of slide behind this. I can't look Jeff in the eyes while I do this. Just feel bad. I'm gonna give him a little tickle with the rapier, hopefully.
Oh,
How's that?
nice.
26.
Wow. That danced on that one.
That definitely hit, but you do not have him currently targeted, just so you know.
I thought I did. That's rude. Thank you for letting me know that. I don't know why my targeting went away. All right. Well, thanks to Ashrina's noble sacrifice, I get more dice here, and I'm so excited about it. I'm going to reroll that 1. Make it a 6. So add 5 to that for 26. 7.
So
27.
your rapier pierces through the back of his breastplate there, and as it does, his entire form just settles into ash, some of which floats up into the air, and the rest just falls into a pile of ash on the floor as he is no longer.
Damn it, Thanos.
Looks very, very much like.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't
If
feel
you had a good enough passive perception, you would hear Kid whisper, "Sorry,
Jeff Guardbloom.
Jeff. All right, Garrick.
I've disappointed Amanda so much.
I am going to cast as a bonus action on myself Shield of Faith. So I got 2 around me. And then I go back to targeting number 9. And that is a 27 for 7.
Huh?
Second attack is another net 1. Wow. Okay. I'm done.
Thank you for taking the nat 1 that I almost got, and I appreciate that, Dan. Your sacrifice is appreciated.
All right. We are to Rurik.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as my little dwarf legs will take me.
Aww.
All of that would hit Garrick. So I'm just gonna frostbite number 9.
I mean, I've got a good saves.
DC 15.
Got a 10.
3 points of cold damage.
Right.
And I'm going to toss Garrick a healing word
Okay.
for 8 points.
Nice. Guard number 9 is going to continue his attack on Garrick. swinging his long sword for a 13.
And it misses.
And stabbing with his short sword with a natural 1 in kind.
Hey, look at
So,
that. Hey!
Ashrina, your turn.
Okay. Oh,
Hey, Scott. While she's figuring out what she's going to do, can you start pulling up the stat block for a Moorbounder?
Sure.
Oh, what?
Thanks.
20.
You were in a drunken stupor last session and missed the moorbounders that killed the mule. But
Okay.
we saved it.
Oh!
you son of a bitch. That was just cocked on a 20 for
It
so long.
was. Oh,
We fought 10 or 11 Moorbounders on a cliff.
I nudged my
Oh.
computer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm going to kick you in the shin, Scott.
Be careful you don't tilt.
Right.
Hope you stub
Well,
your toe.
does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
I thought so.
I thought so.
Ooh, kind of poopy. 19 points of damage.
All right. Yes, it definitely felt that. Sliver.
Oh, well,
Oh wait,
I
you're not done.
still got some moves.
I
Okay.
I forgot.
I'm going to offhand him with the dagger
Okay.
for
That'll hit.
19.
Yep.
I think it's for just 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'll give him 4 back.
And then I moved 15 feet. I was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go 25. And then 30, 35 up the wall. So I'm 10 feet up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Zoom.
So
I'm
you
so
are
fast.
out of his reach, so he will continue to fight Garrick.
Sorry, Garrick.
what I'm there for. You skipped Sliver, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Sorry, Sliver. Sure.
That's my fault. Sorry.
No, that's Scott's fault. No. Let's not. No.
We'll all be polite and Canadian for a moment, and we'll all take the
Sorry. Sorry.
Look, as the only actual Canadian here, I can say no. This is Scott's fault.
Canadians are about accountability.
And also, that's cultural appropriation, eh?
I just assume it's Scott's fault because he's from Texas. It's fine.
No, I'm not from Texas.
No,
I'm
you
in
do.
Texas.
True. You're right.
I met you in Florida. Is that worse?
I'm not from there either.
From New York, you bastards.
You get him.
All right, Sliver. What you got?
Sliver's feeling really bad about turning that guy normal, and then it just kicked in again. So Sliver walks to the door.
Sliver's got trauma.
Absolutely.
Poor
He
Jeff.
looks over at
For a moment,
At
he saw
Ashen
the
Guard.
truth and he couldn't handle it.
Ashengard for a second. He says, "Your mom gave me a blowjob," and casts vicious mockery.
But his heart wasn't in it. It's just,
No. He says it very glumly.
It
wasn't
the
very
worst
good.
job I've ever
Yeah.
had.
Well, with a 2, he fails his save, so he obviously
Jordan.
somewhere deep inside cares.
So he
Should be
takes
2d4.
Yes.
his heart
okay.
hasn't burned yet. It's still.
Oh,
Nice.
He takes 8 psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack.
All right. Who'd you do that to?
9.
That was number 9.
All right.
9 times.
9
times.
times.
All right. Guard 1 going after Garrick. I will take the first roll I rolled earlier, which was a miss on the longsword, but he will follow that up with his short sword in hopes to. And I'll roll another natural 1.
Wow.
Ooh, get rickety wrecked.
Wow. Top of the round, kid.
All right. I think guard number 9 is well on his way to wherever Jeffs go. So
Jurassic Park.
At Jurassic Park upstate, where it places all the other Jeffs. All right, I am targeting guard number 1. I'll slide over near Ashrina. I know she's like 20 feet up in the air, so
Only 10.
I'll take a swing at Jeff number 1. How's a 19 to hit, Jeff?
That will definitely hit.
Fantastic. My rapier finds a home just beneath his gorget.
What's a gorget?
It's the little piece of armor that protects your neck here. That's a gorget. 16 points of damage. That's terrible. Let me reroll one of these ones and see if that helps. It does. Add another 5 to that. So 21 points of damage.
And who is that to?
Damage roll. That's to guard number 1. I'm targeting him, so that should have worked. But
yeah, no, it did. I just need to
make
that add.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I've been having trouble not targeting them this session. So I just wanted to make sure that I had
moved over to him.
I did.
And move back, or?
No, I'm going to hang out there. I feel a little bad.
Did you move the wrong picture?
I did. I moved Rurik. I'm used to being light-colored kid.
There you go.
Why did I
light-colored kid? Why?
I'm now kid of the shadows. Well, my character art last time was very bright and very gray, and now my character art is very dark and shadowy and forbidding, and so I'm used to a different sort of color palette on the.
Fair enough.
We got you.
Fair enough.
Go on now. Okay,
right.
So that's some damage, and I'm going to stand there, and because, like I said, I feel bad that Garrick's just standing there getting beat on by all the Jeffs, so I'm going to help out a little bit.
Well, it is Garrick's turn.
All right, attack number 1 on number 9.
And Garrick, after that last healing word, looks perfectly fine.
Yes.
So
I was at 21.
That will hit.
For 9.
Again, same thing. As you go in with your rapier, this thing just crumbles to ash.
Okay. I will then move 5 feet to here. Target number 1. Second attack. And that is another nat 1.
All right.
Wow.
That's like 4 in a row. Second attack, not 1.
Yeah.
That's
one of these days I will knock somebody prone. One of these days.
All right. That brings us to Rurik.
All right. Bonus action, I will tap my staff on the ground and make the spiral light up. And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to try and bonk this guy over the head. $25.
Absolutely hits.
10 points of bludgeoning magic damage.
Oh, yeah. That hurt him a bunch. However, he is still up.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
Ashrina.
Hey, guys, I practiced this one in the basement. It's called Ashrina from the Top Rope. And she's going to jump off the wall and drive her rapier through his little noggin.
We gotta get you elbow pads with little knives on them.
That's where I'm gonna stick my daggers.
So, yes, you definitely come
24?
down on top of him with your rapier from up the wall.
Oh, I forgot to add sneak attack to that, so I gotta. Oh God!
Ashrina,
Now I've
Jeminder, the Luchador.
Oh my God! Hold on, I gotta fix. I put so many things. I forgot to add sneak attack, so I'm just gonna have to roll the 40.
Go for it. I can add. I have that capability.
Oh my God! Oh my!
Whoa.
Horrible!
4 dice, got a 5.
Yeah.
Dang!
Wow!
I was so ready to just kill that guy because I thought you were going to
That
kill
is
him.
literally
Nope,
the worst
not what
possible outcome.
I rolled
No.
in
Sorry,
5 dice.
one,
I
you
rolled
could have made it 1
4
worse.
Yeah,
and a
I
2.
rolled.
And
Yeah,
a 2.
4 1s and a 2. I'm gonna offhand him with my dagger.
He'll do more
Watch it
damage
go.
that way.
Nope, sure won't.
And you miss with a 10.
I'm just gonna run back up the wall. This is fucking bullshit.
Sliver.
I'm going to send him a little whisper in the form of a crossbow bolt to the tune of a 15 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay,
Bounces
I
off of
will.
his armor.
I will sneakily step back into the dining room.
All right.
Just ponder existence and Jeffs and all kinds of things.
So the last person to actually hit him in melee that didn't run away was Rurik.
Mhm.
So he will switch his targets to Rurik.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're all
And
good.
long sword of a 16
Miss.
bounces off of your breastplate, and a 18.
Miss. That's off my
Short-
shield.
Short sword goes off the shield. Miss and miss. We are back to the top of the round with Kid.
Oh, I am going to attempt to regain the honor of all roads everywhere after that.
Your headset cut to quiet. It was weird.
Yeah, suddenly got really quiet.
Love that for me. 15 doesn't hit, does it?
Now it's really
15
loud.
A 15 will miss.
Great! And I will. There's enough people hanging out here now that I'm going to disengage and take a few steps back and do
Fair
what a rogue
enough.
is supposed- do what a rogue is supposed to do.
Brings us to Garrick.
21.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I do 10 points of damage.
And he immediately falls to ash around your blade as his ash starts to float somewhat up but puddle down to the ground. We're going to go ahead and take our break.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to refill our drinks. Please do the same. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everybody, and we'll continue wherever the party decides to go from here. We'll be back.
All right.
Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name. It is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. You get your first heist, the museum's a job. Got a crazy, dangerous egg we gotta rob. You sneak past security, and what's your reward? I find my paladin upstairs, macking on a guard. Well, now's not the time, buddy. Now's not the time. I tell you, now's not the time. Well, you sneak into the bathroom, the vents to scout. Could lead up to the attic, gotta check that out. Another lady's in there, and what do you think? You make a big commotion, push her head in the drink. Well, now's not the time. Now's not the time. No, now's not the time. Robin, little garden gnome, a devil costume. He's racist and he's ugly, he's such a buffoon. The plan is set, we're bound to bring a heavy barrage, but our cleric's out getting a full body massage. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Break and enter to a manor, got a cult to bust. Keep it on the lowdown, no muss, no fuss. You're getting all the clues, are you feeling smug? You find your partner trying to steal the living room rug. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Well, we're gonna sneak into the prison, so says the boss. Gotta find the key to treasure, take it off a dwarf. All our plans are still congealing, but here's the rub. Our buddies rubbing elbows trying to start a fight club. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time, my friend. No, now's not the time. So we're distracting the warden with sweet talking wine. My friends are in the next room committing the crime. A bad idea comes calling, maybe because of my youth. You start to tell the warden, just confessing the truth. No, no, now's not the time. Now is not the time. Now's not the time. is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. We struggle for treasure, we struggle for gold, they struggle for glory. Here's what I've been told, they struggle for power, to lead or be led. Is all life a struggle until I lie dead? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. Hold the truth in your hand, then it is gone. You think it goes one way, but it's the other one. Complexion's changing, won't ever be fixed. We are grandfathers, fathers, and yet we are sons. If you ever find the truth, admit you were wrong. If you want your salvation, I'll give you a song. When the world's on your shoulders, you're down on your knees. Will greed ever die? Will there ever be peace? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour, some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called The Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name, it is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. You get your first heist, the museum's a job. Got a crazy, dangerous egg we gotta rob. You sneak past security, and what's your reward? I find my paladin upstairs, macking on a guard. Well, now's not the time, buddy. Now's not the time. I tell you, now's not the time. Well, you sneak into the bathroom, the vents to scout. Could lead up to the attic, gotta check that out. Another lady's in there, and what do you think? You make a big commotion, push her head in the drink. Well, now's not the time. Now's not the time. No, now's not the time. Robin, little garden gnome, a devil costume. He's racist and he's ugly, he's such a buffoon. The plan is set, we're bound to bring a heavy barrage, but our cleric's out getting a full body massage. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Break and enter to a manor, got a cult to bust. Keep it on the lowdown, no muss, no fuss. You're getting all the clues, are you feeling smug? You find your partner trying to steal the living room rug. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Well, we're gonna sneak into the prison, so says the boss. Gotta find the key to treasure, take it off a dwarf. All our plans are still congealing, but here's the rub. Our buddies rubbing elbows trying to start a fight club. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time, my friend. No, now's not the time. they're distracting the
We are back in our campaign Finding Purchase. I quickly want to give a shout out to friend of the stream, Neil, who wrote this wonderful trivia book called Spot the Bullshit. I have to read the beginning intro just because it's hysterical. Did you know that sliced bread loaves became popular in 1937? Manatees used to be mistaken for mermaids? Did you know Uranus has only been visited once? Did you know that one of these facts is total and complete bullshit? I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. It's called Spot the Bullshit, so check it out. It's available on Amazon.
It's definitely the Uranus one because Scott's anus has been visited multiple times.
It depends how he spelled that question.
I'll never tell.
All right, Brandy in the newsroom.
All right, so
Let's go to our fact checkers.
So you were in the lavish hallway that is slowly deteriorating around you inside of Castle Whitestone. Where would you like to go next?
Oh, I would like to ask Garrick. Hey, Garrick, are there any aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead around? And what were those things?
So specific.
I am gonna. If you want me to reach out, I can, but I'm pretty safe in assuming that probably all of those things are around here somewhere. But yeah, that's a good question. Those things we just fought, have I seen anything like them before?
It's kind of hard to tell. They're very unique in that their forms are ash in nature.
You did say elemental. Did that seem to track, or did they act more like undead?
They definitely had a demeanor of an elemental.
Okay.
If it is, then I can cast a spell on you that protects you for a short time. So if we fight him again, you'll have some sort of help.
Let me take a look at this and see what the range on it is.
So, kid, you like to bleed a lot, don't you?
Not really.
Only got one working kidney.
It's true.
He reaches into his pouch, shakes up a bunch of glittering dust, holds it out to Kid, and says, "While we're in here, why don't you eat this?"
Dust?
Don't take dust from strangers.
Yeah.
What will it do?
You won't bleed as much.
That seems good. I'll eat the dust.
As he's putting it in his mouth, I'll begin casting, and I will cast Stone Skin on Kid. So for the next hour, he resists bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Damn.
I kind of swish and swallow with my water skin because it's dust.
Dust, right.
I guess it doesn't have an actual effect, so I'll have to look up how to do that.
Fair enough. All right, where would you like to head?
Scott, can you share the Castle Whitestone map with me again?
Sure.
Not the battle map, the sketch.
Oh, the sketch. Got it.
Yes, please.
So if Garrick can tell me if these things are one of those.
Well, the problem is
things
they can't be behind total cover. We don't see any right now. So if I was to do it right now, I wouldn't detect anything.
Find it. Got it. Because protection from evil and good is something I can do at the last 10 minutes.
I mean, I can do it too, but that's good because then I can have Shield of Faith up and that. Because they're both in concentration, so that would be helpful.
I'm really curious about. I hate that I'm curious about it, but I am extremely curious about the Mage Tower.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What room are we in?
We're in the hall, the front hall.
Oh, yep. That tracks. Well,
So
up.
we're right near the library. I'm curious if there's anything in the Mage Tower that will give us some clues about this ritual that can help the wizards reverse it.
Well, we need to head that way. And he'll point to the north. So I would like to go through this door.
Okay, you open that door.
Wait, what are you...
This gallery is missing its entire northern wall. What little remains turns to ash before your eyes. Through the hole, you see two detached sections of the castle floating in the air. The gallery itself contains beautiful glass sculptures attached to stone pedestals. The sculptures include a red glass dragon unfurling its wings, a blue glass waves crashing against a lighthouse, a delicate teal dryad laughing, and many more. A narrow table towards the back looks out of place. 6 charcoal figurines float above it.
Out of place how?
It doesn't look like it belongs in this room, decor-wise.
And that's over here? On the far right wall? East wall?
Yes.
All right. I would like to go over there and give it an investigate.
How big are the glass sculptures?
It's a 19 investigating the table.
The glass sculptures are, relatively like human-ish size in nature.
Gotcha.
These charcoal figurines are over on that table that you're looking at, Rurik, and they are shaped like tiny humans. And they are slightly floating above the table.
Are they disintegrating like the other things?
They are not.
Are these figurines recognizable? Do they look like any of the other statuary in the room, or like a description of Lord Percival that we have heard, or Lord Blackwell or Blackwood?
Briarwood.
So they're little figurines, but they don't really have much detail to them.
They look like chess pieces?
That's the size.
Okay.
Are there any ritual markings around the table? Runes or magical accoutrement?
Oh, look at Justin with the big word.
Look at the big brain on Jeff.
No, Jeff died.
Many times.
Many Jeffs were harmed to bring you this news.
Say the question again.
Are there any runes, or does it look ritually? Anything that would signify that this is part of the ritual that's causing this?
They definitely look ritualistic in nature. They don't have any visible, readable runes or anything like that. But they are definitely something that looks like it has some sort of magical importance of some kind. And the
They're not-
fact that they are floating but not deteriorating the way that
Yeah.
everything else is mostly what leads you to that feeling.
I mean, detect magic's gonna be pointless.
I mean, the best thing that we should take them to the wizards, right? If they're part of the ritual.
Yeah.
I'll reach out and just snatch one out of the
Yeah,
air.
I'll pick one up as well.
Each of you roll me a d6.
May I also say that it is so on brand for our party to have somebody use the word accoutrement and then almost immediately followed up with the word ritually.
All right, so kid, you rolled a 3. As soon as you grab the figurine, you get this flash of emotion, and you are seething with anger and craving for justice. And you see an image of a woman using magic to engulf you in fire. But as soon as you feel that fire like would hit you, you feel no pain, and the vision is gone. At the same time, Rurik, you rolled a 2. You grab the thing, and you hold. You have this dread, this imminent dread and fear of dying, knowing you are leaving someone important behind. And right before you die, you snap out of it and it's gone. So these are like instantaneous, like visions.
Did you see that?
Guys, I think I'm gonna die.
I think I already did.
Both of you, when that happens, please make me Arcana checks.
Sure.
I'm gonna die and leave Pebble behind. 19.
16.
So you both understand that this thing you're holding is somehow containing a bound emotion of somebody's. And it is probably powerful to the person that created it and possibly able to be turned against them.
I'll grab the rest.
What happened to you guys?
I kind of felt angry and then was immolated and then woke up.
I faced my own death and left the world behind, and then I was back.
Break those things.
Weird. No, I think they're important.
They seem to be part of the ritual.
Did you say you grabbed the others?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna grab all of them into a bundle.
I will hold out my bag of holding for you.
Yeah, just chuck them all in.
So as you touch each one, the first one, you are filled with terror, and you see an auburn-haired woman in scarlet robe casting a fiery spell. Then the next one, you feel extremely sorrowful and full of regret that your life has ended far too soon. And another one, you think of nothing but your undying faithfulness to Lord Percival. And the last one is a overwhelming thought of, this can't be real. This isn't happening. This is some sort of illusion, and then death.
I think we're all gonna die, but we're gonna be happy about it.
That doesn't sound right either.
I think these are the last moments of Lord Percival and the other people at the banquet before they were whatever the fuck this is.
Well, one of them I felt a really strong, like, I would follow Percival de Rollo into the mouth of hell itself. But then another one had a red-haired lady light me on fire.
I saw that one.
Were any of them good? Were there good emotions in there?
Let's see here. First I was afraid.
Then I was petrified.
Don't.
It actually worked.
If that's the case, then you're gonna live. So it's good.
Because I will survive.
Right.
It actually worked, and I'm glad everyone picked up on it. I was afraid, and then I died again. And then I was a servant, and I died again. And then it was an illusion, and I died again.
I was really angry and then also died.
Wait a minute.
I think
Could
you're right on
anything
the last emotion before somebody died.
And
Tell me
the
more about
red-haired
the
woman
illusion.
appearing, the red-haired woman appearing repeatedly tells me that that's probably the person we're looking for.
We forgot to ask the captain what this woman looks like.
What were you saying,
I'm
Sliver?
Tell me more about the illusion one. Maybe something here is just an illusion.
It was just a feeling that this isn't real, and it must be an illusion, and then I died.
Oh. Wait a minute.
So it wasn't
There's
that I
gotta be
was seeing an illusion, but I believed it was an illusion.
And then died.
And then died.
There's gotta be
The
a
common
way.
theme is all of them died.
Yeah.
In fire.
You know what? I'm gonna do it, Scott. I know Sliver brought this up before, but with everything going on in this room, I'm gonna do a divine sense from here in here.
Okay.
That will, I don't specifically celestial, fiend, undead, and any presence or any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated is with the Hallow spell.
And what's the range on that?
60 feet.
What's it blocked by?
Anything that's not behind total cover.
Total cover. Okay. So there is no sense of any of that in the room that you're in proper.
Okay.
So there's nothing like there isn't the undead spirits of these creatures in these things that they're holding or anything like that.
And nothing desecrated?
No.
Okay.
You do notice that this entire northern wall of this room is ripped open, and you can see two sections of the castle that are floating, one of which is 20 feet in the air, and the other is 40 feet in the air outside.
All right. I'm going to walk to the edge, without, and I'm going to take... Hold on.
Does that include... Oh, man.
I'm going to take a Titan from my pack and basically throw it out into space. I want to see what it does. Like out of the building. I want to see if it floats up, floats down, or just hangs in midair.
So you throw out the Titan, and it falls, and as it's falling, as it normally you would expect, the rate of fall slows down.
Mm-hmm.
And lands, but there's a little bit of decay off of it.
Damn it. I was hoping that if we jumped into the air, we could float to the next part of the castle, but maybe not. Apparently this Python was made in Whitestone.
Well, it's
I'd like
not
to do
yours
something.
anymore when you drop it.
Right.
I'd
Your
like to
saying
do
it-
none of
something.
your gear that you're holding or is part of you is doing that, but you toss this away. So that
when
is
you
a
get
very
rid of it.
good.
Okay.
That is a very good thought.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
and if you would have noticed, Whisper's crossbow bolt that he shot earlier started to deteriorate because he missed
Okay.
the guy. That kind of thing.
Hey guys, I think I don't know why, but maybe we should test to see if anything is illusion. If we close our eyes and just try to sense with our other senses, our surroundings. Maybe what we smell, what we hear, the feel of things if they're really crumbling away. Just take a couple seconds to just see if this might just be a mind trick.
So for you, Sliver, as you do that, everything you smell and hear matches what it was feeling like beforehand.
No, it's real. All right, we're fucked. Rutabaga, rutabaga.
So, am I to assume then that, like, where the armory was and things like that, that's like where the study was, that's the pieces of castle that are not there anymore? Like the barbican that the study is in the air, kind of a deal.
So the king's armory is up in the air, about 40 feet in the air. And the area that was the bedroom and the heart of Jeros is up in the air.
Yeah.
About 20 feet.
We can get us
You
up
said
there.
40?
We have ropes.
The first
20
one's
to the-
40.
Yeah,
All right.
20 to the bedroom, 40 to the armory.
All right. I have got a 50-foot rope and a grappling hook.
I've got a fly spell coming out of this mandolin.
And boots of wings.
Yeah, winged boots, I can fly.
I could turn into a bird.
Well, we only
Why
need one
does
of
that
us to do
distress
it.
you so much, Rurik?
Flying is unnatural.
Okay, Garrett, grappling hook.
Yep.
Flying's totally natural. Watch me. And I flit to the 20-foot one above me with my boots, hook the grappling hook on.
I think we should go to the armory first before. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go 20 feet at a time. I'm not going to take the
Yeah,
long way. And I think because it's only 20 feet, I am going to suggest we knot the rope to make it easier to climb.
Okay.
All right.
Before we start climbing up, do we want to investigate the library and the mage tower just to?
Yeah, I think your thought earlier about maybe something in there being useful to what's going on is not a bad idea, not a bad thought.
And if we wanted to take a gander at Lord Percival's adventure in mementos, those seem to still be upstairs.
Purposely, totally for educational reasons.
Well, maybe there's something like these figurines that will help us break the curse.
Yeah, that's it.
So who took the figurines are all in the bag of holding?
Oh, in my bag of holding, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Tarlin's bag of holding.
Fair enough. So where are we headed?
The library before we start climbing.
Yeah.
That's going to be out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Towards the east, based on the map you have.
Somebody want to check the door for the traps?
And I can, but I'm sure somebody here is better at investigation than me, right?
I can do it.
I'll
I know it's not
assist.
me. I know it's not me. I have failed every single one of them that has a trap on it. I give up.
Just Ashrina with their investigation.
She's just gonna run her hands all over the door, feel through like the cracks and kind of wiggle the knobs and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's shit. 16.
It seems perfectly fine.
Cool. She throws open the doors.
All right. So this library once might have been cozy with its large desk, padded couch, spacious bookshelves, and rich woods. However, now the books are all ash, and the furnishings are beginning to deteriorate similarly. Flakes of ash cloud the air.
Is there anything in the room that say out of place in a way that maybe it's not deteriorating like everything else in the room?
I mean, everything from what you can see from the doorway is what
All
I
right.
just described.
Gotcha. Garrick will go in and look around.
All right. So as you look around, you see there is definitely a section of wall that probably is a secret door. It's pretty obvious with the deterioration that any of the original part that would hide it is deteriorating enough that you're seeing a form or shape of an outline of this door.
Okay. I will point that out. Where is it at in the room?
It's on the eastern wall behind the desk.
Got it. The 3 wide looking thing?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Make my way over there. And I will try to push it open.
All right. It opens easily enough. You see that there's a stone bridge that normally would have connected to this mage tower. However, it is broken and the mage tower is 20 feet up.
Oh, still got the grappling hook.
Yeah, do we want to start with the mage tower and then work our way towards the heart of Jeros?
I think it's tough. I'm half of a mind to just go to the heart, but the second time, I still think it's possible what you said about the mage tower is true. And it couldn't hurt to scour this place for help. We don't know anything about what's going on, really.
We also don't know if we're keeping an eye out for that very important drow.
Right. We have to basically scour this place until we find them. It's a secondary, objective, but it's still pretty important. Especially since they're a diplomat.
It would probably be a good idea to save their life.
Yeah. Okay, Sliver. I hand Sliver the end of the rope with the grappling hook on it and say, "Do your thing."
Which one? The mage tower or
mage tower? Yep, we're here.
Okay.
So
I take the grappling hook end and fly up to the mage tower.
Okay. There is a little bit of a stone broken landing and a door.
Okay, I'm going to hook it onto the landing.
All right.
Should I open the door?
No.
Or should I wait?
Wait.
Okay.
No. Nobody opens any doors alone. No more of that.
Got it.
Garrick will go up the rope first. Or try to. I did knot it to make it easier. I actually don't know what I need. Is there a check I need to make?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You guys have secured a rope to a knotted rope to the landing above.
All right, I guess we'll shimmy our way on up.
Yep.
Okay. Make me athletics checks for anyone shimmying up.
If anybody needs help, I can fly down and help pull you.
And a 13.
13 for me as well.
9.
We are
5.
bad. We are bad at this.
So the good news is a knotted rope is DC 5.
Oh,
Yep. Well, I
So-
did it.
that's
Rurik is huffing and puffing, but he does get up,
I said to pull his whole stone plate mail up the rope.
and you make it up to this landing. It's a bit crowded for all of you to fit on it where this door is.
I fly down and help Rurik, but I accidentally give him a wedgie by trying to pull him from the
Nice.
seat of his pants.
Accidentally.
Yeah. There's got to be a song in this somewhere.
So what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to take point, and because it's getting crowded up here, as soon as it's obvious that, like, okay, anybody could, like, lose their balance and fall, I will open the door and step through it just so there's room in here for everybody else.
All right. In the middle of this tower chamber, you see an ashen figure who turns at you, cackles with glee. Her scarlet gown billows and flaps as a trail of ash swirls around her. So bright with emotion. Give me your rage, terror, righteous fury. Snarl at me that I may savor it. Sustain me until this city is no more. And she fixes her gaze right at you. I can smell your soul fires. They will be mine soon enough. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. As
Wow, I
you
wasn't
see this
expecting that.
woman
God, we
in the
just
middle
like
of the
shortcut
room.
to the fucking boss fight. All right, fine, fine. We're trying to be methodical.
Ugh, she's so hot. I'll let her kill me.
I'll let her turn my rocks into lava.
Oh, hey now, hey now.
You're right.
So that's where we will pick it up
Wow.
next episode.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thanks everybody for watching. We are Dicey Decisions. We will be off next week with the Finding Purchase campaign because I have a work conflict I will not be able to get away from. So we will not be streaming this campaign, but some of the folks here might be putting something up together to do possibly in its place. We'll see, and we'll make announcements on our socials. Appreciate everybody watching, and everybody have a great week.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.